All right. Hopefully the world can hear me. I think so. I'm not doing anything any different than I always do. So there's that. This will act as a bit of an update for the community and also just as a normal conversation. It is Tuesday. Tuesdays are generally conversation days as I drive to the office. One full day of the week has passed, and we are into the second day. Quick update though, there won't be a midweek hump tomorrow. I am going through some personal stuff. So I don't know. The really overall what's going to happen moving forward is a sort of major shift in content. So really what's going to happen. Hey, what's up, Pete? There's going to be less YouTube content. I guess even less than there already was. And a lot more focus on my Substack. So the plan initially is to populate my Substack with more articles, TheShagsworth.substack.com, and sort of move away from this content, unfortunately. Oh, Peter, happy birthday, by the way. I totally forgot to call you yesterday. I told two people, I was like, I need to call my brother. It's his birthday. It was his birthday yesterday, and I forgot. So happy birthday, sir. Hope you're doing well today. Hope your birthday was fun. But yeah, so basically a big step back from video content. I'm taking the week off from the midweek hump to reorient myself. I've been doing a lot of writing and reading, and I'm actually reading Lonesome Dove, which if you guys haven't seen, I haven't seen the movie or the TV series, whatever they did, but the book is super good for a book that's only about like cattle, like they're like ex-Texas Rangers that are like doing a cattle drive to Montana. The first 130 pages are, by all intents and purposes, pretty boring, but the characters are very, very well written and interesting. So, highly recommend. But I have so many of my own projects that I want to do. I have so many of my own projects that I've been wanting to do over the past couple years that I haven't given them the time of day. And I've been really distracted. And if I'm being completely candid with you, like I want you guys to know I'm not giving up on content. And those who are subscribed on YouTube as member, or on locals or whatever, like if you're monetarily supporting me, the overall content is going to really be reeled in. The focus is going to be on like the writing content. So I'll still give my opinions and takes on things, and I'll probably still do one conversation a week. But I don't know, hopefully my brother's still here so he can hear this too. But I don't know. I feel like I've been getting a bit out of control with how much time like I spend on a computer. So to that end, I want to make sure that I keep it in healthy bounds. And I know that might sound a little crazy, but one thing that I've always tried to preach to people is that they should be present in their real life and not just perpetually online. And I think the one thing I need to do is pull myself away from the online world just a bit, because it's starting to bleed into other aspects of my life that I don't want it to. and it's just causing turmoil where I don't want it to. And, I think to some degree this was all supposed to be like, I think at some point in my life I will have the energy and the ability to do sorry, I lost my train of thought. I mean, it's a hard thing to discuss because I don't want to leave people behind, but like, it's never okay to sacrifice like your personal world for the online world. I do believe at some point or another I'll have the ability to do this in a way that's successful. But right now, with a young family, I don't have the ability to do it. When I look out across the landscape of successful creators, 99% of them are single. They don't have kids. They are, they're the opposite of me. And there's other things to take into consideration, but at the end of the day, I want to feel like my brain is healthy. And right now, I don't feel like that's the case. And the past 4 or 5 days have sort of indicated to me that I really do need to just like detox from all the time I've spent online. And like I said, I've been on my computer a little bit. I've done some writing on my Substack. So if you guys didn't hear, the TheShagsworth.substack.com is where I'm going to be posting some articles and some short fiction that I've been writing. I will post initial sections of my book. It's something that I've always wanted to do. I will probably post those behind a paywall just because I want to make sure that like I can keep something going, and I don't want to just reveal it all for free. So while but most of the stuff on there will just be free. But if you want to support me monetarily, you can continue doing so on YouTube, because I will do Carversations likely once a week, but I will mostly be posting and trying to populate Substack and finish my novel because I want to do it. I got to do it. Yeah, just as a full disclosure for those who are members, who are paid members, I'm not disappearing, but my presence online will be noticeably less for the reasons I mentioned. I want to be outside. I want to travel a little bit. I want to work out more. I want to keep my brain moving in other ways because, like I said, I've always told you that the irony of this channel is that I will likely put myself out of a job. I didn't think I would be like intentionally taking myself out of it, but people should disconnect. They should be going to the gym. They should be dealing with people in real life. They should be involved with their community, and this world that we've all created on TikTok and YouTube is but a fraction of what really exists out there. I do think that there's some really good people doing good work and informing the public on things that are happening, but I do believe that there's too many people who are making this their whole identity and losing their humanity in it all. I went and this is going to be contentious, and I'm sure some people will roll their eyes, but like I went and saw the Dogman movie with my kids. That's not the best movie in the world, but it was fun. My kids enjoyed it. They sat there the whole time, didn't say a word, and watched the movie. But one of the previews was the Minecraft movie. And I kept sitting there thinking, like there was a part of my brain that said, you need to hate this movie. This movie is going to be bad. But there kept being aspects that I was like, I'm excited to see this, because in so many ways Minecraft was like part of me growing up, you know, even if it were in my later years. Like, they're part of my game journey. So like I don't want to keep being a part of the negative feedback loop. And you know, it's not to say that I won't eventually accept invites to shows, but like I can't really. It's going to be very difficult for me to do shows moving forward, and I've had to cancel a couple already, and I feel horrible about it. But like I said, my life, my real life, is way more important than what's going on the internet at the end of the day. And while it might be hard for me to sort of pick up the pieces of where I'm at now, it's way more important to me that I do that than to entertain people online. You guys, those who support the channel, are incredibly important to me. And those who have watched so far and who are lurking, you know, I thank you. It's a very difficult decision to make, but it's the right decision to make. But I've been having a blast. I started writing this story this morning that takes place in like I never support this channel. You stop, Mephisto. Solomon Kane, thanks for stopping in. Thank you for your comments. I did see them. You're awesome. Appreciate you, man. I had a lot of fun. What's going on? I am taking a very large step back, Mephisto, for my own mental health and for my family. You know, I mean, it's really my YouTube stuff, my time. It's not even necessarily YouTube. I have felt that I've spent an exorbitant amount of time on my computer, on the internet, and yeah, and I need to reel it in. I don't feel good a lot of the times. I felt better in the past. What's up, Trey? I felt better in the recent past, but you know, there's aspects of my personal life that are suffering because I'm just on my computer too much, and I need to make a drastic shift away from that. And I need to be on my computer with purpose, and just present with my family. I started a new book. I've read about 130 pages in the past 3 or 4 days. It feels really good. No. I'm just this week. Just this week. I'm taking a break this week, and then, well, I'll be back next week. See, like, the content's, I'm not like leaving it behind, but no. I don't think necessarily of. I'm having fun with the midweek hump. I'm not getting rid of it. I'm having fun because I'm a little bit more unapologetic about it. It doesn't have anything to do with that show. Seriously, like this doesn't even necessarily have anything to do with the content that I do, but more my personal stuff. I've just let my time on my computer and the internet get in the way of a lot of things, and I don't want that. I want to feel good. I want to be like a real inspiration to people, and that like sometimes you got to take breaks, like real breaks from this stuff, because the people that matter are the people right next to you, you know. No, I appreciate it, Trey. like I said, I have projects that I need and want to get finished. My book. I need to finish my book. I'm resurrecting my Substack, TheShagsworth.substack.com. I've posted a few things in the past couple of days. I'm going to keep doing that. I actually just started a new short story today. I'm going to be posting some of my older stuff that's been like updated and edited, because a lot of it's just a decade or more old at this point. Yeah, it's not the Midweek Cup. It's really not. I've been having a lot of fun with that show. 3 hours has been flying by. There's things I want to do with it. It'll be really the only thing that's planned out content moving forward is the Midweek Cup, because people like that. People enjoy it. They come by. I enjoy it. I enjoy the crowd. But like, but I guess the biggest change that people will see is like I won't be hanging out in Discord every night. I won't be playing games every night. Yeah, like and then honestly, like I feel a little bit better when I rock out, like a quick article or something like that. And you've commented on stuff and it's great. It's just another place that it feels a little bit more meaningful on there. And like I don't claim that stuff is highly edited or anything. Like it probably needs more edits, but it's a place for me right now to go and drop things. I'm gonna try and have like a backlog of stuff that I can like plan out and release over several days. But for now, it's gonna be a couple times a week posting something, and then maybe get into a tighter schedule, down the road. But yeah, I mean, I want to be an example for people that like it's okay to take a step back from all this, yeah, thanks, core member. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing, like I certainly am not forgetting people. I will do my best to get to meetups if I can. But like, never, ever, ever sacrifice internet clout or time or relationships for those that are in real life. Just don't do it. Like there's I don't know. At the end of the day, it's not a diss to anyone in my Discord, in my community. It's just they're the people sitting next to you. Those people matter. And I'll be honest, I'm really enjoying this book. So like every night when I sit down for like a half an hour or 45 minutes, feels fucking good to bang through a couple chapters of this book. Like this morning I was up at like 5:45. I made some coffee. I was writing for about 20 minutes. Like it just feels good to get that stuff done. And I don't know, like there's no obligation. Does that make sense? So like the two things you can count on for me right now is the Midweek Cup on Wednesdays, except for tomorrow, and a Carversation. Really, where you're gonna see me disappear, like I said, is in Discord. I'm just not gonna be in Discord every night. If you're someone who hangs out with me, playing games, because I've been playing a lot of PoE 2. If you guys have, been involved with me on that side of things, I won't be there for now. I've played a lot of PoE 2, so I got my time in, and I don't feel like I've wasted my money, and we're still early in the development cycle of that game. But, it's just, gotta take a little break. So to that end, I feel good. I'll be trolling Twitter a little bit. I probably will be on there a little bit less because I feel better when I'm not on Twitter too much. Uh, I did see a funny tweet from Grums this morning that I had to repost because it was just too good not to. He wanted to know where all the based game developers were, and I just thought that was pretty funny for a guy like him. The tiers are great, yeah. I don't know. There's such a big part of me that thinks, ignorance is bliss. Like there's a part of me that's like, I was so much happier before a lot of YouTube crap, before falling into this community. And I've made so many good connections in this community. I can't complain about the people. I love the people. But like, in some ways, like I feel like the movie experience has been ruined. The game experience has been ruined. Like I told you, oh shit. Hold on, y'all. I hate this truck, man. Did my mic just change? Yeah, you know what, Trey? Let's do it today sometime, if you can. We'll pop in Discord and just chat. We'll pop in Discord. Mike's fine? Okay, cool. God, it's fucking hot in here. Seriously, let's chat today. Hit me up on Discord and let me know when a good time is. Maybe like after lunch or something. What was I going to say? Yeah, I mean, I love the people in this community. I've met some just amazingly talented people. But I don't know, like I said, I went and saw Dogman with my son. I saw a preview for Minecraft, and I just thought, and in another time in my life, I would totally just look at this trailer and be like, this is fine. Like, but now I like battling with myself to hate things. I just don't. And I think it's one of the reasons I just started doing my TikTok, and like, I've said I like things that everyone hates. I liked Red 1. Nobody likes Red 1. I don't think it's nearly as bad of a movie as people say it is, I can see why people don't like it, but, it's just, it's just one of the, that's just a lot of the stuff that goes through my head. What's up, Jack? But yeah, I wanna keep going to meetups. I want to keep meeting people. Like I said, I'm not abandoning everyone. I want to get discussions going through Substack. I want to get articles written. I want to get my novel finished. There's a lot of stuff that's like all being worked on, but it's like I gotta say, it's liberating. Like for those of you who like literally go online every night and play games, and like it's really nice to not do that. It's nice to put the kids to bed, sit down, open the book, and not have to worry about anything. To be in bed by 10 o'clock, up at 6, like there's something really good about that. The next thing I gotta do is work in the gym a little bit more. I did some meal prep last night for some breakfast burritos this week, so I have some breakfast, some high protein breakfast. Got a good lunch. Like I gotta drop 20 pounds again because I was a fucking glutton over the holidays. Routine is stability. True, but sometimes the routine is toxic. My nightly routine was not good. I mean, being up until 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning every night was not good for me. And I feel so much better since I've been going to bed early. So changing that part of the routine up has been really awesome. Like I said, I have this cool short story that I'm like working on. Um, admittedly, I used AI to come up with a prompt for a thing, but so the only thing it gave me was like a basic like tagline and like the name of a character to use, and the character was awesome. So I thought, oh sweet, I'm going to use this name, and then like sort of the setting backdrop. But I have this really kind of cool story that I want to write. Are you doing? Oh, you're doing co-sleeping? Is that what? Co-sleeping? Is that what they call it? We got shot in the Nats the other night. Very unpleasant. Yeah, the boys are sleeping in their own room. They have been, but if they come in the middle of the night, we don't shoo them away, which is nice. You know, I figured this only lasts so long. Let it happen. That's totally fine. Totally fine. But yeah, man, I mean, just so everyone knows, I'm feeling good. If you haven't seen me, it's on purpose. Oh, okay, yeah. My kids go like they'll go a week or two where they'll do that, and then they'll stop. Like my 2-year-old, my 6-year-old, he just got off a small kick of doing that, so it happens, yeah. Yeah, my step away from things has been intentional but good, and it's created a more positive result so far, right? You know, like, dare I call what I've been going through a bit of an addiction, but it certainly feels that way, and how the past couple of days have been a bit agitating, and like I do feel the effects of it, like physically in some ways, and so that's kind of another reason I knew it was a good choice, or at least I know it's a good choice now. I don't know. There's many different aspects to this stuff. Many different aspects, and it's hard, man. Like, I think it was a serious thing. It was a serious thing that I've been needing to deal with for a long time, and I haven't. I've been putting it off, and I guess that's why it's affected my personal life, is that, you know, it's been said to me many times, and I've ignored it and made excuses, and, you know, now I'm like, okay, I really need to sort of take a stand and fix the problem. And I think it was, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think people realize. Yeah, no, it's a very similar feeling. I'm torn in 1,000 different directions because my social outlet is online. It's with you guys. It's in Discord. It's on Twitter. Like, I don't go out in real life and meet people and go to the bar or go to the hobby shop and play Magic or something like that, you know, like, or Warhammer or whatever. Like, I hang out in Discord and we play games. Like, that's how I, you know, so letting go of that is really difficult. But, you know, like, I think it's a very necessary evil. While, you know, I use the computer as a way to run from things that are bothering me, because it does make me happy. Like, I genuinely feel good when I sit at the computer and play games, or, you know, work on my own coding stuff, or work on a game or something. But, you know, I mean, there are aspects of it that, like, I just go and I do because I feel like I have to do them, and that stuff's not enjoyable, and that becomes unhealthy. You know, again, there's other people in my house that, like, require my attention. So why aren't I doing that? Like, sure, Like it sucks, like arguing or getting in disagreement with someone, or the kids are being crazy, and the only way is to go to the computer. Like that's not healthy. Being able to decompress in different ways is again, it's what I'm working on. What's up, Punk Waddle? Yeah, it is. It does feel good. It's hard. It's hard. Like yeah. I think you definitely need multiple outlets. But I think the drastic limitation to my time in front of my computer will be extremely healthy in the long run. Like I said, the midweek hump isn't going anywhere except for this week. We're not doing a show this week, but it'll return next week. So, doing a show once or twice a week at night that goes late, I can handle that. But the rest of the time, like I want to spend with my wife, with my kids, writing, reading. Like I think that's like one of the more underrated things, It's like read a book. I know that sounds crazy, but like reading a book, it's a great place to escape. There's plenty of awesome worlds and books. Yeah, you kind of hit it, Punk Waddle. You really did. It's just it's so many different things. The whole break from this becomes difficult because of like it's such a multi-pronged, not a problem. It's just I do a multitude of things on my computer. So to sit there and say to myself, this is an addiction, it's a problem, is so hard because my friends are there. What I like to do is there. I'm learning there. But I can't keep going to that thing every time. Like that's where my happiness lies. Like it can't just be all there. Because parts of it are also just like, it's like a sort of toxic manipulation. Because like I put myself in places because it's familiar, I'm just gonna go there because like the camaraderie is there, but I don't fully love the attachment, or I might not like the subject matter, but still there because I feel like I need to be there. But as of this first like almost week really reeling things in, I feel better. But I think like anything else, like this is going to be a bit of a lifelong journey because my like core memories, like my past is a lot of it is rooted in on a computer. Again, my social outlet is on a computer. So it's going to be sort of a fight for the rest of my life to not let this sort of take me over again, and being able to balance it properly. And I do think that learning to spend the smaller moments doing things like, okay, I'll sit down and write. Well, I can sit down and write for half an hour. I don't have to sit down and write for 4 hours. Or, sit down and play a video game. Well, I can sit down and play for 2 hours, not 5 hours. Yeah. I think saying to run from it is a bad way of putting it. I think you're right. I think it just becomes, how do you manage it? And I much prefer to spend time with my daughter reading, helping her with homework, watching some anime rather than streaming or gaming. Yeah. No, 100%. I think both you and Trey are right. Yeah. But again, the initial the initial acknowledgement that there is a problem is one of the hardest parts of it all. Because who wants to admit that they have a problem and can't pull themselves away? Like I said, there's a bit. I'm not going to fully go into it, but like I said, there's aspects of my personal life that are that are an issue, and I need to take care of those. So again, a lot of this was to say, like, the midweek hump's not going anywhere. The Carversations not necessarily going to go anywhere, but I'm going to be spending a noticeable amount less time in my own Discord because I need to be elsewhere. The majority of the content you see put out is going to be on Substack. I'll link it in the community tab when I do. So I need to, I don't know, just need to make changes, need to be productive, I need to live life with purpose. I need more purpose. Stand on solid ground. That's where I'm at. And like I said, so far I feel good, man. I'm blowing through this book. I don't know if any of you have ever read Lonesome Dove, but like I said, I'm about 140 pages into that after only a few days, and man, if that book isn't good. It was recommended through some TikTok that I saw, and I walked into Barnes & Noble and it was right there on the table, and I just immediately bought it. That, and I bought Shogun. So those are my two projects right now, is to get through those books. Yeah. And like I said, I don't want to I have fun with the midweek hump. I have fun doing it. We just brought it back. I don't want to lose it again. So we're going to keep that moving along. Like I said, one day a week, we can manage that. We can make something fun out of it. So the hope is to build some new assets for that, to bring a little bit more production value to it, bring guests back each week, and hopefully when Vegas pops up, we can make it out to Vegas again, do a show with the Salty Nerd guys. That's really where we're going. It's really where we're going. And while I'm a bit angsty and scared and sad, I'm also pretty stoked at the same time, because I don't think I felt this invigorated in quite a while. It's been a while since I've really felt like I'm going somewhere. Or I've even felt like it felt good to sit and write. I've written over the past year, but the past couple of days, sitting down and editing some stuff and then writing some new things, it's just really felt different. So to that end, it's been good so far. And I should have something new out either today or tomorrow, but I've posted a couple things over the past couple of days, which will lead to. I'm just on the treadmill of life, so that aspect sucks. Yeah, I need to spend more time Right. Actually went for a run with my dog the other day, which I want to do more of because he did good. We only stopped once for him to take a crap. And then I basically ran up to the garbage can. It was about probably a quarter mile or so, and then we walked for about a quarter mile, and then I ran the last quarter. But we did about 2 miles. It was really, really awesome. It's a good run / brisk walk. And I'm getting myself back into the gym and on a regular basis and actually lifting weights. Cardio, keeping the cardio up, but also, again, trying to pound on the core a bit and then throw the heavies around again because I wasn't. Well, my diet is the biggest thing, man. My diet is my biggest weakness. I am like, when it comes to sugar, if I have a little bit of sugar, I'm fucked. I cannot manage. I won't say can't. I have a very, very difficult time managing sugar intake once I have some. Like, it's bad. It's bad. Because here's the thing. I know when I have like a high protein breakfast, like I'm full for a long time. Like I'll be full until lunchtime. But I love cereal. When I eat cereal, it's yummy, it's sugary, but I am hungry very quickly. I'll be hungry like an hour and a half later. And then I'll just eat more crap. Like it's so damn difficult. Because I'm like, oh, I want the sweet things. I want the sweet stuff. Not helpful. High protein stuff will keep me full. Will keep me feeling good. I can even today's just a breakfast burrito, but donuts and coffee give me about an hour of focus and then crap. Yeah, like it sucks, man. Like I don't want to live life like that. Oh shit, I forgot to take my yeah, no, I know exactly what it's like. Like I made a bunch of breakfast burritos for the week, so I'm gonna see how those like keep me going. It's like turkey sausage with egg whites and made with egg whites and cottage cheese, green peppers, red peppers, yellow peppers, some spinach, and then hash browns rolled up. I'm probably going to do it a little bit differently next time. Like I cooked all the veggies and hash browns together and then I like dumped in the eggs and then cooked it. But I think what I'm going to do next time is cook the eggs separate and then roll everything together. But yeah, I need the higher protein, lower fat because my body is just, it just sucks, dude. Brown bread and brown pasta are good because the sugar is released a little slower. Yeah, I need to avoid bread a lot of times. It's just everything goes right to the donut around my waist, and I'm pretty sick of that. I'm pretty sick of it looking like I have an inner tube, and like my shirt hangs off my gut. Fucking hate that, bro. But that's like part of getting older now, is that this is maintenance from here on out. Like it is now, there is no such thing as getting in shape and staying in shape. It is for the rest of my life. It is maintenance. Like you got to go to the gym, you got to lift, you got to keep that going. Otherwise, it just goes right back. Especially if you're gonna cheat. Like you're gonna have a cheat day. Well, guess what? You're going to the gym for, you got to keep going to the gym. You got to do your cardio, you got to lift, all that stuff. There's no cheat days in not going to the gym because that shit comes right back. Not overnight, But it's easy to say, oh, I'll get there tomorrow, I'll do it later. No, don't put it off. Do it now. Do it now. Yeah, I mean, I'll be doing a lot of stuff. Well, like you said, like Jack said, like once you get into the routine, once it becomes a routine of like, this is what I do, it becomes much, much easier. So I'm stoked. I try and keep it as a thing that like, this is going to keep me going for years to keep up with my kids. It's going to make me feel better, feel healthier, better self-image. So yeah, good. Yeah, lots of crazy shit going on in the world. Everyone's crying. Everyone thinks the world's just going to shit. I guess it's interesting to watch when it comes to like politics and stuff like that. The way Trump does stuff is pretty interesting, because I don't like. It's almost like people are so used to politicians saying, "This is what I'm going to do," and then they do it, right? Like, so it's always like, I'm going to do this thing, and there's probably already a law in the books that prevents it, right? There's always some form, like, it's like a double, it's performative politics. Like, that's what you see a lot of times with these politicians. I'm going to do a thing. They do a thing, but it doesn't really change anything. Where, like, it feels like with Trump's administration, there's, hey, I'm going to do a thing, and then it's a bit of a chess game. Like, okay, well, I'm moving my pieces into position. This is what's going to happen. One side does one thing, the other side does the other thing, and like the pieces move in a more unnatural way, like in how the public sees it, if that makes sense. Like, because it's a game of chess, normal people don't see like what's happening on the board. They just see, well, this, all he did was move the pawn to A6, and it's like, yeah, but we're 30 moves away. What's up, Extra Zero? Like, they don't see either the moves that happen before it, and they won't keep looking at the board to see the moves after it. And again, I'm not saying Trump is like the best fucking thing since sliced bread, but it always seems like there's more depth to what's happening than is being let on. I don't know. Caffeinating. My wife bought a ton of Bones coffee. The fruity cereal one is really good. Oh no, don't mention cereal. No, don't do it. I was just saying how cereal is the bane of my existence. Been trying to hit on the higher protein diet. I would like to go to a more carnivore based diet. I would like to go like 90% carnivore. I just don't quite know how to do it, which sounds weird, but yeah. And I think, well, Extra Zero, you've done it. Would you consider it a more expensive diet? Like, to me, it seems like it's a pretty big leap in, like, cost. Okay. It's way cheaper? Really? We should talk about it then sometime, because I'd be really interested to see how you lay out your meals. Like I said, I don't know if I would want to go 100%. Like, I'd probably go like 90%, where I could, like, maybe mix in $16 a day. Wow. Like, I would want to, like, be able to mix in some grains. Like I do like rice as like a filler, maybe like potato or something. I don't know. I do like that stuff. Or even like, greens for like some more fiber. Or just even different texture. Yeah, we should chat because I'd be interested on how you lay out your meals. Cheat meal is the only place for starches. Okay. But you could do keto. Yeah, I've thought about that too. Well, you eat one meal a day? What? What do you eat 2,000 calories in one sitting? What? Or like, what? How does that work? Wow, bro. I guess if it's all protein, I guess if you sit and ate like, I guess if you ate, 250 grams of protein, it would probably, I would imagine that would last you all day. 2 pounds in a sitting? Fuck. That is a lot. And you're not hungry throughout the day? What is the learning curve on that? Like, there's got to be some, like, what's the catch? I guess switching to that diet would probably be pretty difficult. I mean, I would imagine. I don't know. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I would imagine there's the intermittent fasting part of that for sure. Which I do. I will do that. Like I had my last meal last night was at about, what time? I ate at about, it was late. It was early last night because I had just garbage. Maybe like, wait, what's today? Today's Tuesday? It's been about 14 hours since I've had food, so oh, bone broth. Okay. I miss good pho with real bone broth. Yeah. I forgot about bone broth. I did read that part of it. It was like, yeah, you almost have like a container around. I did read that in my initial studies of a carnivore diet. Yeah, we should talk because that's you must just buy in bulk then. You must do you have like a fucking ribeye subscription box or something? Fun side effect of it, all my gray hairs went away. I turn 40 next week. Interesting. And how long have you been on it? How long have you been on the carnivore diet? Is that, wow. And like, when did you buy from BJ's and Walmart? I wonder, because I would like to see, oh, interesting. I would love to see like what a month would do. A month or two. You know what I mean? I would love to see what a month or two would do to me, like physically and also energy wise. Maybe not a whole lot, but I would love to see how that, oh, wow. Now I'm really interested. You lost 20 pounds in your first month. I guess that makes sense because you're not there's not essentially the chance of like gorging all day. You eat your meal. First 12 days were awful. Oh no. Steep learning curve, huh? Your body's just like, you're going to learn today. Saddle up, partner. Gonna learn today. You get what they call the keto flu. I've heard of this. I have heard of this. Well, shit. You need excess vitamins and electrolytes. Yeah, so okay, so that's what I was reading was like they're like you need to drink an insane amount of water. I didn't see the vitamins, but um um yeah, I was like drink you always need water nearby. Um and then I think I did read about the vitamins and stuff too. That part doesn't stick out in my memory, but yeah, electrolytes was the other thing. Oh man. It's very interesting. It's very I'm tempted. I'm tempted. I think what I would do though is I would probably talk to my neurologist and doctor to make sure that it wouldn't like any like that side effect wouldn't have any sort of like neurological effect, because one of the things I notice is like the extreme changes in my body like physically can really alter my sort of mental state, which can like it'll put me into a panic, which sometimes like it might not be a seizure, but it would certainly feel like one, and I don't. Ooh, no way. Water, cut sugar I consume next to zero outside of dairy. Um, yeah, sugar's the bane of my existence, man. I was just talking about that. Like, I'm hooked. Read the origins of carnivore. Oh, okay. I will. Really? Really? That's cool. Well, I certainly will then. Okay, friends. Well, if you just arrived and you want to know more about what the community update was, you can rewind and have a look. Long story short, I will be taking a big step back from my Discord life. If you're in my Discord, you're more than welcome to use it anytime. I will probably promote a couple people to like more of not community manager, but people who can alter the Discord and have like privileges that I have. And I would love to grow my community more, but the truth is my personal life is really suffering because I have had too much of a problem pulling myself away from it. So I'll be writing more on my Substack, TheShagsworth.substack.com. Subscribe to that. You'll see some of my short fiction start to pop up and some articles that I'm also just working on, thoughts, brain dumps, all that stuff. But thank you guys a lot for your support. The Midweek Hump will stay. There's not a show tomorrow, but the week after there will be. Trey, hit me up and we'll schedule a time to talk. Same thing with you, Extra Zero. But yeah, appreciate you guys very much. You guys are great as always. And we'll see you soon. Thanks.